Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Imani and I love all things planner and self-care related. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss new content. So this is the long-awaited and anticipated March 2022 cloth and paper subscription box. If you are newer to my channel, I get both the stationery box and the pen box, so I have plenty of options to play with. I'm so excited to unbox this, so let's get started. Okay, so I decided to struggle with this one off camera because it took me way too long. And if you get the same pen, you just, now how did I do this? Okay, there we go. So you just sort of push it down to unclick it. And let's see, we'll use the word erasable for this one. There we go. It definitely is a smooth write, and I believe it's erasable. So let's try that to see how it looks. Okay, I tend to write a little harder so you can still see the outline of the word erasable. Let's try it again and I'll write a little softer. Okay. So as you can see, I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but you can still sort of see the outline of the word. So, you know, I don't think I'll use it, to be honest with you. I'm not like a erasable pen person, but if you do like erasable pens, I think this will be a good option for you. Next up is the Zebra Delgard 0.5 nib size, and I believe this is the pencil, so that's a different option. If you like pencils, let's see, let's try Delgard, and it writes how you would imagine a pencil writes. So I don't have really any comments on that. I don't use pencil often, but I think I would if I were sort of just like marking down what I wanted to plan very quickly, and then probably would trace over it in pen. But otherwise, I'm not a huge pencil fan, but I think it's a great option for people who do like pencils. Next up is this gel pen. It says gel pen super tiny, not sure if you could see that. And nib size is 0.5. I'm just observing the barrel of it because it's definitely unique. It has this super soft grip right here. And let me take this off the covering to test it out. That nib size is definitely, it says 0.5, but it looks smaller than that. It's a very different pen. So let's write gel pen super tiny. Okay, so it writes pretty smoothly and it feels like a 0.5 nib size. I thought it would be smaller, but I don't know why I thought that. The ink is really bold, so if you like bolder inks, I think this is a good option for you. I like to gravitate towards whatever I'm feeling that day. Sometimes I like sort of the more faded, less bold, and I don't want to say dull, but sort of dull ink pens, and this one is definitely really bold, so I like that. So next up we have the Dharma pen, I believe it's pronounced, also a 0.5 nib size. As you can see, this is really sleek. I like the white barrel, and the grip has texture to it, so it might be a lot easier to write with this if that is something that's important to you. And let's write the word Dharma. I like it. It's not as smooth of a write as the gel pen super tiny, but it is bold. I love how bold that ink is, and it's really easy and comfortable to write with, and I think that's just due to the grip. Good pen. I like this. Last up is this cool looking pen. It says white sand. I think that might be the ink color. 0.5 nib size. Pretty cool, no grip on this, and it has a top, which always seems to be a little riskier for me because I tend to lose pen caps, but I think this is definitely cool to write with, and I would just feel like super cool and sleek writing with this. I like it. I mean, it is a comfortable hold though because of the ridges. And let's see what white sand is about. Oh, ooh, that was a surprise. I thought white sand would be the ink color, but I think that's just the barrel of the pen. I like this. Oh, this is very me because it's minimal and it's like a very neutral color, but it's still a very like cool and chic. I really like this. Oh, this was a surprise to me. Okay, so for me, I liked white sand first. That's sort of my favorite. Dharma is a close second, and the gel pen super tiny is third. So I'm really excited to unbox the rest of these. I saw sort of sneak peeks from Cloth and Paper, but from also other content creators on Instagram already. But sometimes I just like to scroll past because I do like an element of surprise. So while I've seen glimpses, I haven't seen everything. So let's unbox this together, and I'll talk about each product and give you sort of my first reactions because this is the first time I'm seeing everything up close and personal. So at first when I peeled this off, I thought, wow, I think I'm missing some stickers. They were stuck to the back of the packaging. So these are transparent icon stickers for activity. I see hydration and I see wellness. So there's some reminders to rise early, go outside, hydrate, relax. I love the icon stickers. I know I'll definitely get good use out of the dumbbell one. There's a bike, a yoga mat. Oh, reminders for like doctor's appointments, medicine. This is a good one. And I see little hydration bottles down there, which is really cute. And then this is, they call this hydration, but I like to think of these as like teardrops. I think these can be used for wellness purposes, but also if you want to use it for, you know, marking down an important meeting, or I like to use these for like hourly on the side of the daily insert just to mark when there's something happening within that hour. So I think that's really versatile as well. I like these. The color is almost like a bluish green color. So I'm gonna sacrifice one. I'll put relax so we can see what it looks like against paper. So it doesn't line up with that, ignore that part, but as you can see, it's almost like a seafoam green. I would describe this as seafoam green, so I like that. It's perfect in time for spring. It's definitely snowing as I look past the camera into, you know, outside in the backyard, but once it starts to warm up, I'll definitely feel more excited, not only about wellness in general, but going outside and riding a bike and using this beautiful blue color sticker. Next up on the list is something that I'm actually really excited for. As of the time of filming, I'm back in the office 1 day a week, working up to 3 days a week. And this will be perfect to take with me because sometimes I like to take more than just pens, right? We like to take sticky notes and stickers and highlighters and just those little special items. And I think this is really portable. It's tiny enough that it can fit into my work bag, but it won't take up much space. So as I open it, as you can see, the flap is, it's plastic, so it's like, you gotta get it up. There we go. And it has that like wonderful plastic smell. What do I want to test in here? So for reference, this is the length of it. It's pretty compact, which again, I don't mind. I think I would use these for sticky notes, so I'm not concerned about a lot of space. So next up are the art sticky notes in Aspen. I am loving these. As you can see, I've used this color quite a bit and I'm running low or low-ish already. And for comparison, this is how much came with what I bought previously. So these are definitely my new favorite sticky notes. I don't show them often because I actually use these a lot for work, but I do like that A, I have another color, and B, I can use that for personal or like business planning, so I get to show them off more often. Also, for comparison, the Aspen is gray, and I can't remember this color, but this is definitely more tan than Aspen is. Aspen is cool, like a cool gray, and this is a warmer tone. So next up is the window cling from Cloth and Paper with the quote, "Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage." I love that. I did take it off the sticky back, or the protective back, which is why it's bubbling a little bit, but I like this. I don't think I'm going to use it as a window cling. I think it's going to stay on my desk, and I'll have it propped up so I can look at it and just feel encouraged when I need it, which is often during work. But I think I love the quote, and I love the option to use it as a window cling if you want to. Next up are some half sticky notes. I'm really loving these half sticky notes lately from Cloth and Paper. I will pull out a few more for you all, but they're definitely colors. These are some of the other half sticky notes from Cloth and Paper. I love this sort of new trend of half sticky notes because it won't take up a lot of space in my planner, especially because I'm using a half letter, so it's not super big like the classic size, or I mean, it's similar to A5, but you know, I just don't like to take up a lot of space with sticky notes, so I do like that the half sticky note is trending right now. The 3 different options on the wellness trackers are stretch, hydrate, and screen, which all of these are a form of self-care if you think about it. Stretch is physical, hydrate's physical, and screen is digital self-care, which can definitely affect mental and emotional self-care. So I like those options. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there are 8 sort of icons on each sticky note that you can track with. So I guess if you want to use it for like a week and a day, you can. Oh. Okay, so there are 8 icons per sticky note, and I would use these by tracking, like having each icon mean a specific sort of like measurement, right? So for ounces over here, I would probably put 10 ounces, and for every 10 ounces I would drink, you can like color that in, you can check it off. I think that's how this is intended to be used. It was a little confusing at first because I thought it was for the week, but after counting and really looking at the sticky notes, I can tell that it's meant to track per day, I believe, and then you can add your own unit of measurement in the bottom right corner. So as far as stretch, I would probably use 1-minute increments for this, especially if I'm using this in my work planner, because I can't stretch for like 10 minutes throughout the workday and have a goal of like 80 minutes. That would be way too much. But you could do 5 minutes, you could do 1 minute, and you definitely can use this in different planners as well. So I like this, it's very versatile. I can use it in work planner or in my everyday carry, and it won't take up that much space. So next up is this notepad from the subscription box. It's not a sticky note, so it's a notepad, which means you can take this off. And what I like to do is grab a paper clip and stick it right in my planner. I think this will be great for my desk at work. I already have plenty of notepads around for work when I'm at home, but I don't have anything at my job yet. And eventually we're gonna get up to 3 days a week in the office. So I think this would be a great option to use at the workplace. Unfortunately, I won't use it Saturday and Sunday, but the Monday through Friday and whatever days I am in the office of the week, this will be really useful for. A lot of the times I just need to write down something very quickly before I forget, in the beginning of the day. Of course, I like to do a to-do list, so this would be a great option for that as well. So next up is this overview sort of dashboard that is absolutely perfect. I love these because I like to use these, like I said, as like a dashboard or even as an inbox, even though I know Cloth Paper has their sort of trademark inbox dashboard. This is great to just put sticky notes on, and because it's an overview, I think I will use this at the beginning of the week or the month, or even in my finance section, and just have a quick overview of, you know, some financial goals, for example, or some debt payoff goals. This is a really good option if you are looking to separate some things into your planner. You can stick this and use it for, like I said, sticky notes. I think dry erase markers work on there as well. So it's really versatile. Actually, I think I have some dry erase markers around. Let me grab them and let's test out that theory. All right, so I just wrote overview, and now let me grab a tissue so I can wipe it off. Hopefully it comes off. Okay, so we're gonna try to erase this. Oh, duh, of course it erases. Okay, so you can also use dry erase markers on here, which again is just another creative use. I don't want to carry a dry erase marker with me, so I tend to use these very traditionally, you know, marking a place, using it for sticky notes, which might be easier on the sort of more textured backing. But I love the clear frosted look of this dashboard. So before we get into the daily wellness insert, I did want to show the demo page. That's what I love about Cloth and Paper. They're so intentional. They show you how to use these inserts, because I first turned to this page and was kind of confused. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how to use this. But the stickers, that seafoam sticker set that you got with this order, you can use that as a key up here, and then you can track for the month of April, for example, your sleep, your exercise, your hydration, your meds. I love that you can track this in one place. So I'll definitely have to buy more of these. I believe this is only enough for maybe the month of April. And yep, just enough for the month of April. So hopefully they'll release these during an April happy hour and I can buy more. But I love that they included the demo page to show us how to use this, because I was definitely confused at first. So before I break this down, this is all the same insert, and look how many we got. I love this. So this is the daily wellness insert. I will definitely stick this right behind my daily schedule, and there is room for just about everything. You put your affirmations there, notes, track your meals for the day, your water, your sleep, which is something I'm working on too, and your activity as well. They really thought about everything here, and it's the same on the back. And I'll just do a quick check, but I believe all of this, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I feel like I have enough for a long time, so definitely money well spent. If you have a separate sort of like wellness tracker, this is a good option for that. But this, like I said, will definitely stay behind my daily schedule so that I can see it and I can be intentional about sitting it down and completing it in the morning and then going back to fill in my sleep. But if I am completing this insert in the morning, I would probably talk about the sleep I got the night before, so that I'm not having to go back and fill in the sleep I got that day. That makes more sense than what I'm doing, than what I was thinking about doing. But again, this is really good. I think it's a good way to get intentional about practicing self-care. You know, I'm all about organized and intentional self-care, and you have to do that through planning. So with these new inserts, I think it's a great way to be intentional and force yourself to sit down for a few minutes at the beginning or the end of the day to address these different areas. And over time, you can see where there's room for improvement or, you know, room to celebrate your progress. Well, that's it. That is the March 2022 Cloth and Paper subscription box. As you can see, the theme was definitely wellness and self-care, which I can definitely appreciate. I'm sure you all know that as well. It's definitely a really great mix of being organized and intentional about self-care and planning as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comment box below. Other than that, have a great day and thank you so much for watching. Bye.